Hussbus bus stop. What is up, everybody? JP Hussey here of the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors with this week's Hussbus bus stop. See if Lindsay can match that one up. Anyway, decided to do this video outside. It's a beautiful day out here in Philly. Snow's starting to melt. It's a good day. Probably about 50 degrees or so, then that snow's melting. Anyway, a couple things on the agenda. First things first, we are coming up on, we're close to it, a year with our no strings attached little thing we've been doing, little food drive, which has been really, really cool. April 14th, 2020 is when we started that, when Rach beat me up a bit and said, we got to do something for the community, and we did it. So we're coming up on a year, April 14th. April 15th, we're going to have a big party. Probably be catered. We hope a lot of people stop by. We'll probably have some music, all COVID friendly, all that jazz. And we will be doing that. So we really want to celebrate all of the people in need that the whole community has helped out. It's been really cool. So make sure to check that out. April 15th, our no strings attached 1 year party. We're going to keep this going. All right. Of course, if you want to donate, even if you're in another state and you just want to know what we're doing, it's not hard. But hit me up and I can help you get started on helping your fellow human being that might be in need right now. We all need it. All right. Second thing, a little bit on not the fun side of the news, but I want to put this into perspective. So mortgage rates have started to increase. We knew this would be coming soon. All right. People start freaking out. I freak out initially. Everyone freaks out, okay? But I want to try and put this into perspective for you. So as an example, let's say rates were with, good credit, everything going on there, you're looking at about 2.875 at their lowest, all right? Now, really, you can get almost any rate you want. It just depends on how much you want to pay for it, okay? You may have heard of points before, origination fees, all right? 2.875 was that range, all depending on the situation. That was the more of the middle ground range, that 2.875-ish, which is great, all right? Seeing that in the tubes. Just in the past few days, we've gotten hit pretty hard. And if you're trying to compare 2.875 to where we're at now, it'd be about 3.25, all right? So, listen, it jumped up about a half a point. You could still get 2.875, but you might pay a lot for it, all right? And everyone's situation's different. Their short-term and long-term goals, that still could make sense for people. There's break-even points that we look at. But if you're looking to compare of where things were and where they're at now, you're looking at about 3.25, all right? So now to put that into even more perspective, all right, because people will start freaking out, right, is if you have a $300,000 loan amount, all right, the rate was 2.875 before, now it's 3.25. It's about $60 difference in your payment, or about $720 more per year, all right? So I want you to put that in perspective, and this is why we talk budget with people, especially when they're buying a house, all right? This home might come in, the taxes are a little bit lower, the rate was 2.875 when you were looking at houses. Again, the taxes are lower, and this property came in well under your budget. That's great, all right? Now, even if rates jump to 3.25, it's only $60 is a lot of money, but it's only $60 more. That might still be in your budget. So make sure you don't freak out. Keep your emotions in check. It's still very, very, very low rates. Talk to some people that are a bit older, let's say, that bought a house in the 80s. Rates could have been like 7, 8, 9, even 10% at that point in time. Now, values were a little bit lower, maybe easier to manage. It was a different time. I get it, right? But really try to put it in perspective that a rate in those low threes, mid threes are still so low. Look at your credit card rates. They might be 12, 13 to 15%, right? Now, I just want to put that in perspective. I don't want you to freak out. It's still affordable, but it could push some people off. It might hurt some people's approval letters. It might drop you down from $300,000 home to $280,000, whatever it may be. So make sure when you're looking at homes, get your budget in line, your personal budget. Make sure you relay that to your mortgage advisor. all right? So they know what your budget is. So when you're looking at homes, they can put it in perspective with those current rates, all right? Now remember, rates are all based off the stock market, mortgage-backed securities, okay? So that's how they change, all right? So it's very hard to predict that. The market's closed. Things don't open up till 10 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever it might be with the lender when they give out their rate sheets once they get stable. So it's a very fluid situation right now, but I don't want you to freak out. Things are still great. Still take a look at everything, talk budget, and you're going to be fine. Of course, if you guys need anything, make sure to hit us up at the Hussey Team Mortgage Advisors. Have a great day. Hussbus, bus stop.